Hey there, Jed Covernews here from JedCovernews.com. I'm an exercise physiologist coming to you from Roseau, Minnesota. This is Talk Therapy, a tool that I use to get past my analytical mind to think out loud and put it all out there. Here we go. Today's weather, 23 degrees. It snowed a ton today. Love it. Love the snow. I mean, it could stop now. But otherwise, I love the snow, right? Like, come on. I love the snow, but I don't at the same time. I'm going to cover up this little thing right here because these people aren't paying me to do this. Whatever, I don't really care. Yeah, so here we are. It's just what happens. This is just what it is. What it is, homie. You got to take responsibility for your own shit. And everything will come to whatever you think will happen. I'm telling myself, this is me. This is me talking to me. Like, everything in your mind, everything, every thought is real. Everything. As soon as you can really grasp onto that, like really get a hold of that, that's when life becomes fun. That's when it becomes really fun. Like, you don't have to do much at all because everything is flow. Everything is whatever it is. It's not everything's going to be fun, but it's going to be what it is. So that's, I mean, and what do I mean by that? Now I'm just babbling, but like, when you get past all of your own shit, all of your own bullshit, and you take responsibility for every single thought, every single thought, get a hold of it, then it will be yours. Then life will say and do whatever you want it to be. It only will happen until that happens. But people don't get that. Like, take responsibility for your end result, which is this right now, which is your last bit. Like, this right here is the last part of what is happening. Like, your emotions, your senses, those two things, that's all you get, right? That's all you get. This is the end product, not the beginning. Like, it doesn't start right here, it starts up here. Why do you think I say day in and day out, if you're willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down? Why do you think I say that? Because it's just true. It's just true. If you can start your thought process and stick to it until it happens on the external. So start with your thought process on the internal and be persistent about it until it becomes what it is externally. Then you have control over your thoughts, your desires, everything. Every part. These are fogged up. Every single piece of it, right? People don't realize that, though. They get sidetracked, defensive, down, depressed if something doesn't work right away. But that's the persistence. If you can be consistent and persistent, that's it. The long run is there. The short run sucks, right? Like, yeah, it's gonna suck because you gotta change some shit. But you don't understand that. People don't get that. You can sound the alarm as much as you want, but if people are not ready to receive it, they're not ready to receive it. And for me, I can only do the best I can. The 4 Agreements. People, look up that book. Anybody who actually watches this stuff, does, look up the book, The 4 Agreements. Read it. And then read it again. It's just such a good book. But if you can get even half of your thoughts under control and in control and say, okay, this is my thought. Even right now, there are thoughts happening. Get control. And how do you get control of those? It's internal work. How do you do that? What's internal work? If you want to call it meditation, sure, you can call it meditation. You can call it journaling. You can call it whatever the hell you want. Either way, you just got to do something to get to know yourself. There are many applications out there, many apps on your phone. There are so many coaching programs, whatever it is. I've worked with Kyle Cease. I've worked with Dr. Joe Dispenza. Those are the ones that I do. If you want to do them, do it up, right? Kyle Cease, freaking awesome. Dr. Joe Dispenza, also freaking awesome. Brene Brown, all these people. Like, you can even, like, everybody knows who Tony Robbins is. But if you see Tony Robbins, that must mean you're, oh my gosh, you're going to change your life. Because you will, right? But whatever, right? Like, go and see whoever. Robin Robbins, whatever. Do them. You got to do the work of it. And that's the internal work. You got to be ready for it. If you're not ready to change, then expect the same shit to happen. But then you won't, because then you'll be like, well, I'm going to do it this way, which is the same way that I tried it yesterday, and I'm going to expect a different result, which we all know what that is. It's the definition of insanity. Doing it the same way and expecting a different result. The definition of insanity. You can do it over and over and over and over again and expect a different result. Then what? Right? Then fucking what? So, whatever. Like, you gotta just figure it out. Like, it's within yourself. Sometimes you weren't meant to be doing what you're doing right now. Sometimes you weren't meant to be doing what you think you want to do. That's the cold hard truth of it. Like, it's just what it is. But for me, I do my best every single day. Every single day. I do my best. I can sound all the drums that I want. I can work my ass off. It's what I do. But the end result is what it is. I come back and do my own work every single day. I do my own work every single day on myself because that's all I can do. And anything else is not in my control. I don't get to control anybody. Nobody. Zero. I don't get to control you, your neighbor, your brother, whatever. I can only do me. And if everybody would get onto that wavelength, you can do you. Stop worrying about your neighbor. Stop worrying about whatever the hell else is going on. And control within yourself. And actually do some work with it. Actually do work. Don't just fucking talk about it and tell everybody this is what you're doing or this is what you're going to do. That's not going to work. I can promise you that. You have to do the work. It's just the cold hard truth. You gotta fucking do it. And there are things in life that we just don't want to do. Sometimes the things that we don't want to do are the things that we absolutely fucking need to do. That's it. Like, what do I not want to do? I don't want to pay my taxes, but I'm going to, and I do. I don't want to listen to children whine and complain, but I do. I don't want to work every day, but I do, right? Like, there are days where I just want it to come into a flow, a state of flow. Many days in a row like that. And if it doesn't, that means I'm just not in it, right? Like, that sucks. And I don't ever want to be not in it. Because what's the point? Why waste your life not being fully engaged, fully there, fully doing whatever needs to be done? So yeah. Cobra Nation, I love you guys. If this changed anything for you, please share it out. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, then you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed.